Good morning, everybody. I'm back from my cannonball run to the city this morning, dropping off Melinda's brother to return back to police camp. Well, I got back, changed clothes. Didn't have time to relax, take a shower and shave like I wanted to. I've got the guys going. And they're working on building the walls. I think it's going to happen again. So they're busy building the walls and CRs on those rooms down below. And I've got Mok and June working on making forms out of some of the damaged plywood for that fish pond. I want to go ahead and get that fish pond lined and get it over with before we just get really deep in building upstairs, kind of wrap that little project up too. So they're laying out the shutters for that right now, and then hopefully we'll get that cast either today or tomorrow. But that's what's happening here right now. I'm gonna stop here and do a little editing on a video and try to get it out to you guys before the morning gets too late. So I'm gonna get busy with that, and then I'm gonna get busy with them. See you in a bit. I was sitting here and I could listen to all this going on in there in that room. Melinda's dad is here trying to instruct them how to do it different what I instructed. And they're in there arguing with him because they understand the reason why I requested for the wall to be done the way that it is, because some plumbing we got to do in there for a shower faucet and all. But he don't understand that, bless his heart. So he's in there just telling them how they're doing it wrong, and hey, why are you doing this? And he's mocking, laughing at them. and I mean, what can you do? But they're really trying to stop him because he just keeps on and on and on that he's pretty adamant that they're doing it wrong. Let's take a peek and see how this turned out. Oh man, looks pretty nice. Looks pretty nice. Just pulled this form off up here, the one that I was putting all that electrical in that day. Remember all the boxes for the control panel of switches and with a radius corner. I want you to just look at this. Look at this wall. Nice radius on it. I can just wipe all this off. It's just powder. See there? Look at that nice radius on it. Oh man, I'm happy with that. I think the sun's blowing it out. But look at that. Another one just turned out so nice. Man, I got this one. Look at that, another one. Got the nice radiuses. Now, it does have a flaw, but it's nothing. It's just the tiniest thing. It's not an issue at all. But the plywood that I used on the outside form was some old plywood that's already weathered some, and that skin, that black skin, is starting to delaminate from it. So any place that's got a ripple, that's going to show up in the concrete as well. But it's just something that when we skim coat it, it just fills right in, just like putting body filler on a car or something in a way, you know. Like doing drywall. In fact, that skim coat is pretty much just like a super strong drywall. So let me show you here real quick the one little blemish on the outside here, and it's so minor, but just show you how anything you do, that's exactly how it's going to cast. It has this place that delaminated here, and any place like that, see the concrete got inside of it there. See here, you see here the concrete got inside of it right there, and it made this same exact mark in my casting on the other side. So you see right here, got this little deformed part. but that's deformed in, not out. We don't have to grind that or nothing. When we skim coat, we just fill that right across with a trowel. You got your, like your mud on there, you know, like drywall, like mud, and you got your wide trowel right across there. Any of those little blemishes like that fills right in when you skim coat these walls. I want to give you a little update of what all is going on in here. They're getting the CR built, and they're going to pour a little header across up there over the door opening where the doors can go in the CR. But I just now caught them about to pour a header all the way across in there, and I said, oh no, that's supposed to be open. Just a little small wall that's open on top, glass doors. I really want the room to be able to breathe inside. The lights share every direction, so I said it'll shadow, it'll have dark places. I don't want that. So nevertheless, I had them just to put some cocoa lumber up there in the end so they don't pour the whole beam, and just pour a little beam right on top of that little hollow block wall right there. But we'll probably just end it right there, just to tell you the truth. That wall don't have to be super strong or nothing like that. It's just more like just a partition wall. So nevertheless, we got that, and then that's looking pretty good. That's gonna have, I believe it's a 4-foot countertop there, and then a large shower area. And it'll look nice and bright once it's all finished inside. It's just amazing how you can finish a place out and it can go from looking so rough to so beautiful. And here where the shower valves and all are gonna be, I had them just leave me a big old hole in the wall so I can get all around those pipes and work, and we can chip out more if I need to. Then when I set the plumbing, we'll plaster in around that. Over here in the next room, pretty much the same actions taking place. These are just mirrored images of each side, same thing, big opening for the pipes with the showers going, and same thing, just the same again. Building the wall up inside, opening here. The benefit this room's gonna have is that when this door's open, got this big side window here. It's gonna have a really beautiful view out of it too. There at all the landscaping and gardening. There'll be some down here too when this is done. But the nice thing is that this is gonna have that natural light coming in where that room in the middle don't. But once again, it'll have a 4-foot granite, or granite as they call it, countertop there, and it'll have about a 7-foot one across right in here, making up a little small kitchenette. When we have all this massive plywood left over from the pour up here, just sheets, and we've already got sheets stacked all up above too, and we can see what all of our scrap pieces are and all. I had Mont and June to begin forming for that fish pond out there. I want to go ahead and finish that up, and so I said let's go through, let's find like bad plywood, scrap plywood, different sizes, it don't matter, we can quilt work it together. It's just for a fish pond. And so that's what he's been doing. They had all the steel that was standing up, but they need to go around it. And so him and June set all the steel today. They went around and cleaned inside, got any loose sand, and we're gonna pour the liner in that pond. I'll show you here. So we got forms set in. Now these forms are probably 3 foot taller over there than what the actual tank is. We just didn't want to cut the sheets so that we can reuse them. So they're a full 8-foot sheet, but we only needed 5 foot of it. Like I say, there's no sense in chopping and wasting. So we got those sheets up there. He's gonna piece in some pieces down there. We're piecing some pieces in here. And same thing, I'll put in all their bamboo. He's putting in 3-inch spacers here on the sides right now. I put in all their bamboo spreaders there and long ways too. And hopefully we'll have this ready to pour a 3-inch liner on the inside of this in the morning. The reason I want to hurry and make that fish pond ASAP is that the sandbar out here has started holding water like a pond. The sandbar has grown up so down there that the seawater is not meeting it anymore, and it's starting to try to dry up. The water's trying to go lower on it, and it is full of young tilapia inside of there. Yeah, those tilapia, they can live salt and freshwater both. They are one of the most hardy fish there is. And so instead of them just drying up and dying or getting sick from stagnant polluted water, which I don't know, tilapia probably don't. They're about the most hardy fish there is. Excuse the wind. So yeah, there's tilapia all in this water here. This little place right here behind the sandbar has become like a pond. And I tell you what, before it rained the last time, it was way down. It probably had half of this amount of water. But we got some rain come in and kick some water back up in it again. But it'll soon dry back up. I mean, dry season is going to be here. Plus the water leaches out through the sand as well. But you can't see them in here right this moment. You can see some floating coconuts and stuff. But they're in there. Whole bunch of young tilapia. And they're trapped. So yeah, we're going to probably try to get a few of them and transfer them over into that tank. So what we'll probably do is kind of mix that water a little bit at first, so they don't shock them so much. We'll take some of this salt water, mix it with some fresh water, and transfer them. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. They do it here all the time. I tell you, they do it all the time. They did it before, caught them, and the defunct swimming pool for the subdivision here, JR, had filled that swimming pool up full of tilapia, and he was running his own private tilapia operation here in our pool, which of course he has no incentive to take care of the pool then for it to be used as a swimming pool when it can be used as private commerce for his own private tilapia operation. Yeah, the holders of this subdivision had him to remove that. Well, it's the end of another day here at Las Conchas del Mar. Looks like crud, the form's there on the little pond, but very effective. All they got to do now is in the morning cut a few more pieces of bamboo and put side to side, end to end, and probably by 9 a.m. they're going to be pouring the concrete in that. So it's pretty exciting because I need my pond. Everybody, I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.